Hello and welcome to Cliff Alerts.
Today we will be discussing Season 6, Episode 6 of Ready to Love, and we will be focusing on Laverne,
Your favorite cast member.
my favorite person.
Not Laverne meeting with his second
His
option.
first and second option.
Second and first, who the hell knows? Meeting with Ace. Let me just say this. He considers Joy to be his female counterpart, his female likeness.
Joy ain't nothing like Laverne.
I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
Joy don't have the personality of Laverne.
Joy doesn't come across as arrogant and or narcissistic, okay?
No.
She comes across as confident, but she does not come across as arrogant or narcissistic.
Joy meets people where they are and, will go with them or not. But Laverne is completely different. Laverne has some real challenging issues, and that's when someone is so focused on selfishness that they are the only one that matters. That will always be problematic in his work life, in his home life. It'll be a problem. Vern meeting Ace at a restaurant, okay, and he brings a gift and he's talking about his relationship, why she means so much to him, and then he starts talking strangely about Christmas and how he already have her Christmas gift squared away.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, this Ready to Love episode was filmed sometime in between the spring or summer.
I think it was summer. I think it was summer to maybe even late summer. Like he's trying to lock in before things are locked in.
Exactly. And
Don't work, man.
Women, let's not give men open access to our lives because they promise gifts like bags or cars or houses or what have you.
Yeah, Ace strikes me as an individual, free-spirited type of person who knows that she's more than capable of doing that.
However, Ace has indicated multiple times, I think twice so far, that she's hearing chirps about Laverne and his behavior
from the other ladies.
Right. But she chooses to ignore it, and that's not what you should do, because they're pointing out behavior patterns that can save you a whole lot of pain and misery to come if you heed it. A woman thinking that she could change a man's bad behavior if she's involved with him never works.
Yeah, I just think that she cannot ignore the alert signs that are maybe necessarily not directly, but maybe indirectly dragging her towards that cliff edge.
And what alert signs do you see with Laverne?
Narcissism is not a good look and will never work long term.
I just think Laverne, in this particular, they tried to manipulate and control her by telling her that she need to carry message back to the woman that they're together, that they have a strong relationship, and they're even planning for the holidays.
Yeah, he mentioned that in the context of that being something that she needs to do. Not him. She needs to do.
She needs to do. Girl, you gotta see a setup when you hear it. This man has not even done the work to even engage your feelings or what have you. So what messages does he expect you to take back to the group of women? Laverne is not ready to love. He is ready to love himself. And he has been loving himself for quite some time.
Yeah, I know he's, he comes across as this cocky, arrogant, narcissistic kind of guy who you've described as manipulative. I get all that, but in the long term scheme of things, is that really something that you want to be associated with, or or connected to?
Nobody with any sense have time for that, because it's exhausting having to prop him up 24/7. Can you imagine that? I mean, I would be tired. I would be worn out. I will need a break, a vacation, a permanent vacation.
Yeah.
So don't start something with someone that you know is gonna wear you out.
Yeah,
Move on.
yeah, I understand that. She may be attracted to him and all that. He's swole and all of that, and he's got got the bodybuilder workout thing going on. But there's a whole lot more to it than just that.
And I get the feeling that Laverne must have had some deep past hurt and brokenness within him that caused him to behave like that. Again, we can do better. When you know better, you do better. I think he should uncover the things that allow him to behave the way he does and try to correct them.
I think just a little differently there. I think that he just needs to just tone it way back. But
before he tones anything back, he gotta have an awareness of what he's doing. And
you don't think he's aware of what he's doing?
No, I don't think Laverne has had a come to Jesus moment, and who he is has been revealed, because that will frighten anybody.
Well, the reason why I asked that question is because I think in a previous episode, Precious kind of got on him, and kind of told him, not only what she was feeling, but also some of the other ladies that that were commenting about him in the ladies' lounge, that he comes across as being somebody who's a little narcissistic, a little arrogant, and is focused on himself, and somebody who can change up on you, but knows it can change back if need be, if he wants to.
Yeah, but at that same dinner with Precious, he told her that he didn't trust any of the women. So that could be a point.
And that they had to earn his trust.
And they had to earn his trust. And maybe he had a past relationship that damaged him to believe that this is how he should continue along the path of not trusting women, because you already set up a boundary that you can't even overcome.
But the onus or the burden was on them to do
right.
that.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
So I would think that past hurt that has formed him, because most of our issues that we deal with comes from the past. But unless you have an awareness of it and you want to change, because the ugly, funky mess has been following you day in, day out, and you're tired of being tired, it's at that point that you say, self, we gotta switch this up. You got to have hard conversations. You got to have many hard conversations as we negotiate our life. It's not just one. It's many times.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know necessarily if like you said, that kind of work has been done, and as a result, you kind of saw in the second men's lounge, some of that same kind of thing, amongst the fellas.
Laverne didn't read the room.
He's clearly thinks he's got some big ones, that it's appropriate for him to be able to advise a whole room of grown men how he thinks they should behave moving forward, as though he were the host of the show.
Right,
Tommy.
And they could see clearly through his ish. They could see it. So, they didn't have time for it. Both I think Eric and Donovan.
Eric said that he did not need any advice from him. Donovan said that he wouldn't allow somebody like Laverne to bully him into making a choice, that he would make it, when he got good and ready.
Right.
And then Demetrius even chimed in and said, "Hey, I don't need his advice," and I don't, he looked like he was.
He was getting ready to square up.
Right, square up and said, hey, look, man, don't let me have to get in your ass, So So I'm like wondering, does he understand how to stay in his lane
No,
as it relates to that kind of
no,
stuff? Not
no.
only with women, but also with the brothers as
No,
well.
he does not. He thinks it all begins when he shows up. He's under that magical awareness. So I don't know. We all have good qualities that mess is covering up. And we just have to have several come to Jesus moments and make a decision and a commitment to turn around, because there's so much lovely when you get all that muck and ish off of you.
Yeah, he's clearly an intelligent brother, but at the same time, when it's overridden by this arrogant attitude, this manipulative attitude, this narcissism, that can slide things in a totally different direction, and one that you don't want it to go.
We have a whole generation of people who think bad behavior is a good thing. It is not. It is not. Bad behavior is not sexy. It's not good. It's out of line.
It may be for those who like drama and a whole lot of issue and all that kind of stuff.
But who wants to live a life full of drama?
Well, like I said, only those who are looking for it, but those of us who are not can do without it for sure.
Listen, the pathway of peace is as good as it gets. It takes over every part of your being to be in peace. It takes work, but it's a sweet spot. It's the sweetest spot that you can possibly get to. The pathway of peace. There's room for all of us, because none of us are perfect.
For sure. Including you, Laverne.
Including myself.
Damn sure including me.
Anyway, if you like what we're presenting, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we know that we're new to this format and channel. We're just trying to be ourselves, because, as I said, too many people out there think bad behavior is good, and it's not. You're on the cliff, and you're getting closer and closer to the edge. So we appreciate your time with watching. If we've said anything that will cause you to respond both negative and positively, we appreciate that, because if you're responding negatively, that is an indication of some sort of resistance within you. So that's a blessing as well. That's an awareness as well.
I ain't got nothing to add.
Bye-bye.